Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe this channel. See, there is a news that Andhra Pradesh government is planning to issue a separate and exclusive bonds for APMDC. And in this context, we have to understand that what is the government bond, and if government issues the new bonds, what will happen to the people. That we should fundamentally understand government bond is something that a debt bond which is issued by the government of Andhra Pradesh to an investor, or the investor buys a bond. Say, for example, simply we can understand simply that, see, Andhra Pradesh is nothing but this is people of government is nothing but its people, right? Say, for example, if it is AP or in India, whatever it may be, if it's PP, AP government is acting on behalf of the people. That means AP government is nothing but people of Andhra Pradesh or the any state, if you, for that matter, any state, government is acting on behalf of the people, and there is an investor, someone who wants to give a debt to the people of Andhra Pradesh, right? Say, for example, he wants to give some 1,000 rupees a debt to government of Andhra Pradesh, and these people, they will get a fixed interest at the rate of 10%. Say, for instance, at the rate of 10%, every month they will get 100 rupees as a fixed income to this investor at the end of tenure period. Say 10 years. Well, say, for example, if it is 10 years, after 10 years, they have to return this 1,000 rupees whatever the investor has given. Till that 10 years, every month 100 rupees they have to give it to this bonds buyer or bonds issuer. We can call them as investor. So this is actually a bond. Now, who has to pay every month 100 rupees to the investor? This is people. Who has to return this 1,000 rupees of the tenure of the bond? It is the people of Andhra Pradesh. So what we say that, so governments are issuing nowadays all these bonds to the investors in the name of development projects, but they are unable to realize or recognize that how burdenful this to the future generations. That if they say that 10 years, after 10 years you have to issue return the principal amount, do the present government or Chandrababu Naidu will be there after 10 years to return that 1,000 rupees? No, that time, nobody knows that who will be the chief minister. Our children will be the future generation there, and they have to repay that all the amount, and it's very burden for a burden for the future generations. Say, for example, in a single year, Andhra Pradesh government has made 1,46,655 crores of rupees debts only a single year in the name of the development. This is TDP in India government according to the sources, and which is posted in YSRCP, an opposition party, and a Twitter handle. They have written that 1,46,655 crores of rupees TDP government made in a single year debts, and who has to pay all these debts in the coming days, and who has to repay that amount? So it's our children, our future generations. Are we not spoiling the future generation of our children by taking so much of lakhs of rupees of debts and giving it to the as inheritance to the people of Andhra Pradesh? See, now Andhra Pradesh is planning to issue a fresh bonds, that is APMDC bonds, 9,000 crores of rupees. And again, the same, Andhra Pradesh is nothing but Chandrababu Naidu is nothing but its people of Andhra Pradesh. Is acting on behalf of Andhra Pradesh. There will be some investor here. They have issued a GO here. There will be some investor. He will take money from here, and people have to pay to this investor every month 100 rupees. And at the end of the 10-year period, he has to return this 1,000 rupees. And how burdenful to the future generations, they don't understand, right? The same government of Andhra Pradesh, now the TDP government, earlier in 2018 also, they have issued 2,000 crores of rupees for Amaravati bonds. If we talk about Amaravati bonds at the rate of 10.32%, the government of Andhra Pradesh, they are unable to pay 10% interest every month to the investors. Forget about the principal amount, they are unable to pay 10% interest. 10% interest in this is 200 crores of rupees. They are unable to pay 200 crores of rupees every month to the bonds or bonds buyer. Because of this, the CRISIL and ICRA has downgraded the status of Andhra Pradesh Amaravati bonds to the C status. Because there are a lot of arrears. They could not be able to pay the interest amount, and how they pay, I don't understand how they pay a principal amount after 10 years. So this is the biggest problem with the governments, not only in Andhra Pradesh, the many states are doing the same mistake. See, if AP government may issue Amaravati bonds to fund, see, already they are unable to pay 2,000 crores of rupees interest, and they're saying that the AP government is planning to further take issue and the further bonds on Amaravati. We don't know when Amaravati get developed and when they will repay back, and if Amaravati is in such a position that they are unable to pay the interest, forget about the principal amount. If we take about the entire debts in the consideration, only in Andhra Pradesh, one person every single head, and one person on head, 2 lakh rupees debt is there on every AP person. Only in Andhra Pradesh, if it is 2 lakhs debt, then what about central government debt again? The central government debt is say that, see, every debt per Indian 2023 is 1 lakh. Andhra Pradesh, every citizen has 2 lakh debt, and central government they have 1 lakh debt. So total together it is 3 lakhs debts per head. 3 lakh debt is there on every citizen of Andhra Pradesh. How difficult it is for them to repay them back in the future generations when they become, when all these bonds gets matured. Forget about say for example, in addition to this, like in addition to central government debt, in addition to Andhra Pradesh government debt, nowadays even municipal corporations they started issuing bonds. See, like Rajahmundry Municipal Corporation, they're planning to issue a debt of 25 crores. I mean, bonds of 25 crores. Again, this is another debt on the people. Even if municipal corporation, panchayats, if they take debt, it is on the public. Public has to repay back. And how many debts, how many bonds they issue, and they take the crores of rupees debts, and there is a lot of, in addition to the debts and repayment of bonds, and there is another allegations of irregularities in issuing the bonds, and like there is like allegation of the TDR bonds, like where the road extension takes place, where the government, government takes the lands from the poor people, or whatever from the farmers. They take the they do pooling of land from the farmers in compensation to the lands, and they issue some bonds. So there are allegations in issuing those lands, and they say that somebody, or for example, per acre you issue one bond, and there are irregularities has taken place, that you have taken 1 acre but issued 2-3 bonds, and that is a scam. They say that how can you issue for 1 acre to 3-4 bonds? And there is another further allegation that they did not give land at all, but they also got the bonds. So the AP TDP government came that a lot of irregularities happened in the TDR bonds. So we are cancelling all the bonds, and they started cancelling few bonds, and the people came on the public and in history and protesting against the government of Andhra Pradesh that these are all genuine bonds, you are cancelling our bonds is illegal. This is another problem that is happening here. And Amaravati, this already talked about it, okay. And this is another issue, that is SBCL bond. When Jagannath Reddy government framed a policy, liquor policy, and he has taken 25,000 crores of rupees, or he planned to take 25,000 crores of rupee, and he has taken, or he planned to take him. But when the government has changed, they changed the liquor policy, and then how they are going to repay this amount, if at all, if they have taken already. These are all biggest problems which you need to understand, that 8,000 crores already they have taken as per this report. So because of this, see, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar crossed the Andhra Pradesh in fiscal health. That means the Andhra Pradesh has fell down below Bihar financial health. This is the condition of Andhra Pradesh. We don't know when Andhra Pradesh people understand the repercussions of all these debts they are making in the name of public, and the future generation is going to suffer. There is someone called Wonderful Arun Kumar, ex-MP of Andhra Pradesh, and he alleged that they are issuing bonds to 2050. If they issue 2050 bonds, who will be there till 2050? Our generation, our children, our grandchildren will be there during that time. The grandchildren has to pay all these debts. Our children has to pay all these debts. Dangerous debts which their people, their burden they're keeping on the young generation. The government and people need to understand all these repercussions. Thank you. Namaskar.